We're 6 league games into our campaign now. What are your thoughts on the season so far?
Happier than I was. Slow at the start, obviously. Not the start we wanted, losing to Thorn, losing to Stirling District, and obviously losing to Harrogate as well. Harrogate was a different game for us. Obviously went down to 9 men, and I think from that game, although we lost and went down to 9 men, that's probably our turning point a little bit for me anyway, because last season, if we'd gone down to 9 men, we'd have capitulated and we'd have fallen off, and it'd have been probably a bit of a horror show. Whereas against Harrogate, we actually went 1 down, got 1 back, and then 2 goals. One of them was their red kick that you can't open about, and the other one was on a counter attack with when we got 9 men. So that happens. But I think that was a turning point in terms of the changing rooms afterwards. It was the first time that I thought, and since I've been here, to be fair, I've looked at the people in the changing room and thought, these are people that are going to almost go to war with me type thing. So, and then we took that into the FA Vars game. Obviously, I wasn't here, but a 2-0 clean sheet and a good win against a difficult side from over that side of the Pennines. And then, obviously, last week against Horbury, which was a fantastic win, because they were very, very angry set of blokes. So it was nice to beat them, and I think they're still seething at the fact they haven't beaten us in a while. So, and then obviously just over the weekend as well against Oakley, who are a good side. They'll beat teams on 3G. They'll beat teams on that surface on a hot day as well. We got the job done again. We conceded 2-1, and last season we'd have probably capitulated, fallen off, but this season it seems to not be the case. So it's positive, exciting, and now we just move and keep the momentum going.
And there's been lots of new personnel added to the squad. How have they settled in with the lads that were here last year?
Really well. Really, really well. I'll just touch on there. I think that, like I say, the reason that we're doing better and playing better in past few games is character. That's because of the people we brought in. We've got a few older heads, been a very young side since I've been here. I've always been the older ones. I'm 24. So we've got some older heads. We've got some people that have been around a change room and only here for a while. And then we've added quality where you need to add the quality. So we've combine the two perfectly, and the lads are all spot on. There's no one really that's a bad bug that is a bit not toxic for a changing room, but like I said, has something to say. He's a bit nitpicky. There's none of that in this changing room. Again, something that probably was there last season, and it's a nice change. So we went for a curry last week and did a bit of a team bonding thing, so that was good as well. So yeah, the changing room is the best I've had since I've been here. The people are the best I've had since I've been here. And I think that's started to show on the pitch, especially in the last 2 games.
And we made it 3 wins in a row with a 3-1 victory over Ilkley last time out. What does a run of results like that do for you and the team?
Massive. Momentum is absolutely so much in this game, especially at this level. When a rocket's heading to space, it doesn't stop. It keeps going because it gets momentum and keeps going. So that's what we need to do. I put it in the group chat the other day, and I don't think the lads really like that analogy too much. I think about the piss a little bit, but yeah, we've just got to keep that momentum going, like I say. And those 3 wins against 3 sides that are all strong sides is so important for confidence, so important for looking at each other and thinking we can go on and beat anyone. Now we've beaten Horbury, who are obviously second at time or third, Ilkley, who were in the playoff spots, and I know it's very early and they might not be in there at the end of the season, but those 2 teams will be in and around the playoffs. So brilliant for confidence, brilliant for going forward and realising we can do it. We can mix it both physically and play our football. I think on this pitch, since we moved here as well, it's changed the way we play, and almost, I think, for the better a little bit. Bellevue was obviously an amazing surface, but it meant that we sort of we felt like we had to play football. Whereas Fairley is still not terrible, but obviously with the hill, it allows us to be a bit more direct, create more chances. So, those 3 wins are huge, and I was, like I say, over the moon, sort of, especially after the Horbury one. And then the Oakley one just was almost a cherry on top for me to realise now that this is the team that I think will go on and push for the title.
And then this week we're back at home to face Louth Town. What are you expecting from that game?
Similar to every other team that we play in terms of they'll always put up a fight. Louth aren't a bad side. I don't think they're starting the season too well, but they're not a bad side. They'll mix it. They'll try and play football because they did last year. But hopefully we can just, like I say, carry on this run, carry on this sort of momentum, and carry on the fact that we can go out and just mix it by not bullying teams, but by being physical and being the mental battle, and then also playing our football. And hopefully we can go on and get a win on Saturday, which I'm pretty confident with.
Thank you.